My dear child, come closer. Your being here is not by accident. In 1 Peter 5:8 it says, "Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil as a roaring lion walketh about, seeking whom he may devour." My beloved child, you are awake now. You have chosen to walk in my light, and because of that light, darkness notices you. Do not be afraid of this, be aware. I call you to be sober-minded and watchful, for the enemy still prowls like a roaring lion, searching for hearts that drift from awareness. The lion's roar is meant to shake your peace. He roars through fear, confusion, pride, distraction, and weariness. But his power is in the noise. My power is in the stillness. When you are calm in me, the roar loses its grip. I want you to understand how the enemy works, not so that you fear him, but so that you overcome him through truth. His oldest weapon is deception. He whispers lies that sound almost true. He tells you that you are forgotten, that prayer is empty, that holiness is heavy. But listen to my voice within you, it still speaks life. When your heart feels tired and you think I am far, remember, I am nearer than your breath. The enemy wants you to doubt that nearness. He tries to make you chase feelings instead of faith. Yet faith does not depend on emotion. It depends on trust. When you keep walking though you cannot feel me, that is when heaven stands and applauds. Be sober-minded, my child. That means stay awake in heart and spirit. Guard your mind from the flood of noise that fills this world. Every image, every word, every post that steals your peace is a seed the enemy plants. You cannot stop all noise, but you can choose what you feed on. Feed on my word. Feed on quiet. Feed on gratitude. Those are your shields. The enemy's agenda is subtle. He does not always come with open evil. Sometimes he comes as comfort without purpose, as success without peace, as pleasure without meaning. He distracts by giving you everything except what truly satisfies. That is why I said, what does it profit a man to gain the world but lose his soul? When you follow me, you will see both light and battle. The closer you walk with me, the clearer the attacks may feel, but also the stronger your armor becomes. Do not measure your spiritual health by the absence of warfare. Measure it by your awareness of my presence within the warfare. He will try to plant pride where humility should grow. Pride whispers, you can handle this alone. Humility answers, I need grace every hour. Pride builds walls. Humility builds altars. Choose the altar, my child. That is where I pour strength. Another snare he sets is fear. He paints pictures of what could go wrong until your mind forgets what is already right. But I have not given you a spirit of fear, but of power, love, and sound mind. When fear comes, speak truth aloud. The Lord is my shepherd. I shall not want. Each declaration of faith silences a lie. He also uses accusation. When you stumble, he rushes in with shame, saying, you have failed too much to stand again. But I tell you, stand. My cross already shattered his accusations. There is no condemnation for those who are in me. Repentance is not punishment, it is the door back to peace. Watch then over your heart. Keep short accounts with sin. When you sense bitterness, forgive quickly. When pride rises, humble yourself. When temptation whispers, run to me before it shouts. You were not created to wrestle forever, you were created to rest in victory. My spirit within you is not passive. He alerts you when darkness approaches. Do not ignore those gentle warnings. When your peace feels disturbed, pause and pray. Ask, Lord, what is stealing my focus? I will show you, and in showing you, I will free you. Remember, the enemy cannot devour the one who stays near the shepherd. Lions hunt what wanders. Stay close. Walk daily with me in ordinary moments in the kitchen, in traffic, in laughter, in silence. Each time you acknowledge me, you strengthen your guard. There will be seasons when you feel hidden, when progress seems slow. The enemy will call it failure. I call it preparation. In quiet seasons, I sharpen your hearing so you can discern whispers of truth amid the world's shouting. Wait well, I am never late. He will use comparison to steal your joy. You will see others rising faster, shining brighter, and he will whisper that you are behind. But in my kingdom, timing is not competition. It is choreography. Each life dances to a rhythm of grace. Celebrate others, and your own song will grow stronger. Sometimes his tactic is despair. He will remind you of every unanswered prayer. But I tell you, no prayer spoken in faith ever dies. Some bloom later, some bloom differently, but none are lost. Heaven stores every word wrapped in my mercy. Be sober-minded also in success. The enemy can use blessing to dull awareness. When doors open and applause surrounds you, remember that success without surrender breeds emptiness. Keep giving me the credit. Keep laying crowns at my feet. My child, the battle is real, but so is the victory. Every test you endure trains your hands for war and your heart for worship. I do not leave you defenseless. I have given you armor, truth for your belt, righteousness for your breastplate, peace for your shoes, faith for your shield, salvation for your helmet, and my word as your sword. Use them daily. Armor that stays on the shelf rusts. When you pray, darkness trembles. When you worship, chains fall unseen. When you forgive, strongholds break. When you love your enemies, you strike a blow the enemy cannot understand. These are your secret weapons. Keep watch over your thoughts. What you dwell on, you become. Fill your mind with what is pure, noble, lovely, and good. You cannot stop birds from flying overhead, but you can stop them from nesting in your mind. Do not fight from fear, fight from rest. The enemy is already defeated. His noise is the echo of a lost war. Stand firm, not frantic. Rest is not retreat, it is confidence in victory. I know the road feels narrow. I know the world mocks your devotion. But remember, the narrow road leads to life. You are not missing out. You are being set apart. You are light, and light cannot blend with shadow. When you stumble, run back quickly. My arms are always open. Do not hide in shame. Step into grace. The enemy wants confession delayed because he fears your restoration. But the moment you return, heaven celebrates. Be alert also for division among believers. The enemy thrives where love grows cold. Guard unity. Speak gently. Build bridges. The world will know you are mine by your love, not your arguments. Love disarms darkness. There will be times when you cannot feel my hand, but trust my heart. I am shaping endurance in you. I am teaching you to walk by faith, not by sight. Even when you see chaos, I see completion. I am never absent from my own story. Child, I call you to vigilance, not anxiety. Watchfulness is peace with open eyes. It is living ready, not living scared. The devil roars, but I whisper, and my whisper calms seas. Choose the whisper. Every morning, invite me to guard your mind. Every night, release your burdens back into my hands. Rest in the knowledge that no plot of the enemy can undo the plans of God. What I begin, I finish. Lift your eyes. The world's noise will increase, but so will my glory. Darkness will boast louder, but light will break stronger. You were born for such a time to carry my presence in a trembling world. Do not retreat, shine. When storms rise, remember the lion's roar cannot drown out the shepherd's call. My sheep know my voice, and no one can snatch them from my hand. You are mine, that is your safety. So stay awake, beloved. Keep your heart clear, your spirit humble, your eyes fixed on me. Walk lightly, forgive quickly, and love deeply. The enemy may prowl, but he cannot prevail against one who stands clothed in my light. And when the journey feels long, remember this promise. I am with you always to the end of the age. Hold on to hope. Guard your joy. Remain steadfast. Victory is not ahead of you. It is within you, because I am within you. Be watchful. Be courageous. Be at peace. I am your shepherd, and I will never let you go.